everybody. Welcome to the Geriatric Millennials. This is Beth.
And this is Jayme.
And we're just two oldish, youngish ladies. Well, I am begrudgingly talking about dating.
I know. You should see Beth's face right now.
Freaking hate it.
Even just saying the intro, she's just like, here we go.
Well, I made the mistake of saying it on the podcast that I was going to turn the apps on. And so some of my friends have brought it up to me like, oh, how's it going? I'm like, not well.
Yeah.
Not well. It's been frustrating, and partially due to me, but mainly just getting even set up. So I'm very fortunate that I have friends that are in the same boat. And so thankfully we made like our own little, I don't know, I want to say troop. That's not the word. Our own fellowship, the fellowship of the dating ring. I don't know, because it's just like a group chat where we can kind of talk about things and ask questions and like, hey, is this person psycho or do they look good?
Yeah.
So that's been really helpful, but at the same time discouraging, because when I see people post stuff, I'm like, ugh, awful.
Yeah.
But
it sounds really rough out there.
Well, and I have to tell on Jayme. So we were talking about this as...
Oh, wait. I am an honorary member of this group chat, which I'm so happy to be part of. And I hope that I get to continue to be. So just side note.
Yes. So we were talking about a group of us girls that are single were talking about, and Jayme it was at her house. And so we talked about
That's probably why I'm in there.
Yes. And she said, I'll start the group. We were like, Jayme, you're in charge of starting the group chat. And then she's an honorary member. And so again, just a place for us to chit chat. But the funny thing was, it was like, we were talking to Jayme about it, and like somebody gave her phone to like look at people, and Jayme gets so excited. That's one thing I love so much about you is you're a cheerleader, and you're like, yes, let's do this thing. And she's like, yes, this is awesome. And she's like, we all were like, no, Jayme, we need you to bring it down, because this is not awesome. This is the worst thing that you can do in your life is to be on online.
So sorry.
And then it was great though, because you got to see in real time, because we were showing you guys, and she's just like, oh, her face literally dropped of like, oh, this actually is kind of.
Well, it's so interesting because I have had this conversation now with more people that like there's a few single people in the dance community that I'm a part of. And there's this young guy that I was talking to him about, because I don't have anybody else in my life that I would ever talk about this with. and it was brought up and so I was kind of getting his perspective. He's in his 20s.
Oh gosh, I feel like that's even worse.
And it was very interesting because it wasn't, I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe expecting it to be more of a positive thing, but it's also rough, like just all around.
Yeah.
And yet I don't know what alternatives really exist because of the existence of these dating apps.
Yeah.
Like that's just the culture that we have now, that it's like, it's so different. It's so different than when I was in my 20s.
Yes.
Like I can't even, I can't really imagine it.
It's awful. Well, and the weird thing is like, I remember setting people up just years ago. Like there's a couple that I actually officiated their wedding, and I helped set them up. I had a friend, and she had a brother-in-law, and I'm like, I know this girl, and we hooked them up via Facebook, and now they're married with, kids and the whole kit and caboodle.
Wow.
But I remember like setting people up and like, oh, you should talk to so-and-so. And I know that happens a little bit today, but not at the same degree. And I will ask people, do you have anybody you could like, do you know any single guys? And they're like, no, none that I would actually like hook you up with, because they're all gross. And I'm like, great. Just out here on my own. I mean, I'm at the grocery store. I'm looking around. Home Depot is my new club. I go there on Friday nights.
That's right.
And I am looking for the gents with no rings. But it's just challenging. And anyway, so one of my things is I was like, I'm going to put myself out there again. I'm going to open the dating apps. I said that late last year. And so I didn't do it for a minute because, number one, I don't have enough pictures. So the dating apps I'm trying to join are Hinge and Bumble right now. Okay. That's all I'm doing right now. But they want between 4 and 6 pictures of yourself. And I'm like, I don't have that many pictures. And so here I am scrolling through my selfies, which I don't even take selfies because I don't know. I just don't. And I found like some cute pictures, and I'm looking at the date. I'm like, Beth, these are 10 years old. And so I'm like sending them to friends, like, do I still kind of look like this? Can I just make this work? And it's like, okay, I have to take pictures. So anytime I look any type of decent, I'm trying to take like a selfie, and I'm taking all these pictures from all these angles. I'm sending them in the group chat to be like, which one looks like me? And I'm just like, I hate all of them. And, there's just like such an awkward thing.
I loved somebody's suggestion to do a photo shoot. I think that is a brilliant idea. And I think we need to just get it on the calendar and do it.
Yeah, I think that that's good, but you can't, like, that's only going to give me one picture.
It might give you more than one.
Because you can
change your clothes.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to
have a different outfit, and then we can do indoor, outdoor. We can change locations.
Yes,
Beth.
But Jayme, here's the thing.
Put on a different lip color.
It will look awkward and staged. So you have to have a variety of pictures that look like selfies that aren't selfies then. Because if it looks like, oh, you guys are...
not selfies.
Like, no, but they have to look like like they can't look like you got a photo shoot taken. It's like you have to be strategic with this. Right. Because it can't just look like...
we can do more than one photo shoot till we get it right. Let's do this.
Well, yeah, but we're going to be really strategic. It's going to be a whole thing. I'm just letting you know. This is where your cheerleader comes in, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a whole thing. And and you have to change your pictures out, and you have to do things.
Yeah, it's like, it's so strange that the way that the culture, from my observations, even though I'm not on any of the apps, is like, it's such a vulnerable thing to like put your picture, that is what people see, which is not that different than like seeing you like in real life. Like all you see is somebody's face before you ever talk to them, most likely. But it still feels different. It feels like so vulnerable because you're like putting yourself out there. You have to like pick your pictures, and then it's like you're getting judged, and you're getting like rejected, or you're getting like, it's like people are just so quick to like swipe or whatever. Yeah. And it's like there's so much more to a person.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's not that you're just getting rejected by people you might be interested. You're getting rejected by people you would never be interested in. And I almost am like, I don't like you either.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, people will take screenshots. People post your stuff. You see it on social media of people like going through like and like looking at profiles and making fun of them. And it's just like,
that's
cool.
Terrible.
Like,
that is terrible.
It's awful. And then it's just like, oh, so I'm setting these freaking stupid dating apps up. And I've had them before, but I guess old Beth literally deleted everything. So when I shut down my apps the last time, I deleted my account. So I don't have anything to go off of. I don't even know what I used to put out there.
Okay.
And so like, as I'm signing up, first of all, it's just like such a different dating world now too, because it's like, they're asking like what you're interested in. And it's like life partner, committed relationship, marriage, just for fun,
you're like all of the above, maybe.
No, ethical non-monogamy. Like there's all kinds of stuff out there.
You're like, I don't want to get married. I don't want to go on a date with you, and you think I want to marry you. You're just
but you have to put that stuff, because if you don't, then they think you're just for hookups. So it's like you have to be so strategic in what you're putting out there so that people know your intentions, because like you don't want to just say everything and then you're getting into situations where like you have to think about it all. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like I just want someone cool to hang out with sometimes that doesn't annoy me. Yeah. And anyway.
Is that one of the options you could choose?
No, which I wish there was. That's going to put it in my bio. I just want somebody to hang out with that doesn't annoy me, that makes me laugh sometimes and doesn't ask for too much. Okay. Yeah. Also, it helps if you're in the crafts. I just need someone, a tradesman. Okay. I just need somebody that can drywall and maybe do a little plumbing. That's what I really need.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's just this whole thing. So I was setting up my apps and I was just like getting frustrated because number one, thankfully, like one of them, Hinge, I could put it on pause and like finish doing all my stuff without being it live. But Bumble, I couldn't do that. Like you have to put pictures up there first before you can even get to the place where you can put it on pause to work on things. And I'm like, I don't have 6 pictures right now. Yeah. So that's one of my big tasks the next couple weeks is getting enough pictures that are like not all selfies, but selfies that show enough of me to like, so they know I'm not petite, like they know that I'm chubby, because that's a huge thing. And you don't want to catfish someone, but I'm like, looking at these guys in their 40s and I'm like, 50s too. And I'm like, oh, it's just so annoying. The other thing that's crazy is like, I am competing now, like in the entire dating market. I'm not just competing with like girls my age, women my age. A lot of these guys want young girls. Not that I want those guys, but it's just like you're competing with girls in their 20s and 30s that these guys are going after. Like I saw this whole discourse on TikTok about this but there's all these guys that are like their mid 40s that are posting these like videos of them like crying, which makes me giggle because I'm like, you set up a tripod, you're like making all these faces like you're so hurt, and the text over is like, like it's basically saying
very
something
staged.
like it's so staged, and it's saying something like, the dating apps, people just say I'm too old, and then everybody's like, well, who are you going after that they say you're too old? Not 40-year-olds. You're going after girls that are 22. Yeah. You're an old man, dude.
Dumb.
Like you could be their dad. That is too old, weirdo.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
it's just like whatever. It's so hard.
Well, another thing that this guy was saying was that the apps make you like pay for the ones that would actually be the ones that you might be interested in.
Yeah.
Like you can be like, okay, you narrow it down or whatever, but then you have to like pay to access your actual people that could be matches for you or something like that. And it was just like, what?
Well, the apps are not nonprofit. Like they're in the business of making money, and they make money by keeping you single. And so there's this other conversation around like, well, we're on these apps that you have to pay for really to get the full benefit of. And are they really going to show you your best match? Because if they show you your best match and you get off the apps, they're going to lose revenue. So it's like, it feels like a little conspiracy theory. But it also feels real of like, why would they show you this is actually the perfect person for you, but we'll just dangle them or never like really show you them because then you're just always going to be on the app. So anyway, I hate it. Am I going to do it? I guess I'm going to try it for like maybe a month or two. And if I get nothing out of it, that's fine. I mean, I don't know. I hung out with somebody a while ago for a little bit. I don't know what it was. It kind of felt like dating, but not. It was just, I don't know. I just don't like it. I just wish that first of all, I just want to tell all of my married friends, you're slacking. And I need you to be out there hustling, grilling your husband of who do they have single in their life that might be a decent person. Also, I feel a little bad, but I'm at the age now, I'm kind of waiting for the college divorces. And you might be like, Beth, that's really heartless.
The college divorces?
Yes.
Oh, when the kids go to college?
Yeah. Like the parents have stayed together because they wanted to keep the family together, and they decided, hey, once the kids go to college, we're going to finally split our part ways and live our new lives. And that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And
I guess that makes sense.
That sounds horrible, but I also am not really here for baby mama drama or baby daddy drama where it's like, I remember I had a family member and they were dating someone that, and they were significantly older, and he had a oopsie. And so he had a baby, and he's like in his 50s and the baby's like 3. So he has a younger baby mama that he's not with, but that caused a lot of drama. And I'm like, yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound heartless or mean, but like, no. And people that have children deserve to date too. I'm not saying any of that. And if you're getting your feathers ruffled, that's on you. I'm just saying, because like there's no problem with that, but that's not, you have to pick the partner that's right for you.
Yeah.
What's right for me is not having someone that I'm never going to get in a fight with somebody at a child drop off. Like that's not how I want to live my life. Like, no, thank you. Like, I mean, from all the stories I've told, you can clearly tell I love children, but don't want them because they're disgusting. Anyway, so it's just challenging and hard. And it's, again, I hate the vulnerability of like, thinking about people looking at my picture like, ew, she's not cute. Ew, gross. Like, and I think people judge so much harsher online than they do in person. Because I 100%.
You know what I mean? But also, Beth, excuse me, I do just have to say, if anybody does that, like when I mean, you're beautiful. You are beautiful. And you're a beautiful woman. So I'm just saying, like, if anybody is like,
I
thinks
know
that you're ugly, like
they're not the one.
Wrong. And they're not the one. I can't imagine somebody thinking that.
No, they do. Well, and okay, I just need people to recognize too, is that race comes into play because not all people will date quote unquote outside their race. Now, statistically, if you go out there and look, a lot of cultures will date white, but they won't date anything else. And if you look at the stats, Black women tend to be the least likely that people that are not Black will date. So I was looking at like the statistics a little bit, and to have a successful relationship statistically, like my best bet is a white dude.
Okay.
But I also live in an area, and I grew up here, that has historically not been the case of like, I have not found a lot of guys will date Black girls. And you'd be like, I have a friend and she's Black and she's dated a lot of blah, blah, blah. Guess what? I've been here forever. That's not me.
Yeah.
You know, like my experience has been, I had been introduced to people before and they did not know I was Black. And you could tell that the person did not warn them I was Black, and it was a no-go. Or I've literally had guys tell me before, if you weren't Black.
What?
And it's like, okay, I don't know what to do about that. So it's a consideration. And I have to be careful too, because like, I just have to be careful. So when I'm on dating sites, I tend to pay for the service, and I tend to only swipe on people that have already swiped on me because they already know what they're getting into. And I don't want someone to swipe on me or me to swipe on somebody and then them to DM me and be like, say mean things, which I had a guy once did racist stuff to me.
What the heck?
And he was trying to bait me into beating up his girlfriend.
Can you report people like that? Like in the
apps?
I mean,
but it was, sometimes I don't catch it because it's subtle or whatever, or you just keep it moving.
Yeah.
So it's just very interesting. And I'm not saying like, oh, I only want to date white guys or only want to date black guys or whatever. I have loved lots of different men from lots of different cultures and whatever.
Well, and you're just saying it's a factor.
It's a factor that I have to think about. That sometimes my white counterparts do not even have to consider like, oh, this guy's not going to date me because I'm not his same culture in the same way.
I have a question about radius. So do you plug in like a certain radius in the app of like what you're like, and somebody has to live within that radius? I
mean, I'm not going to do nationwide. So, I mean, I have to find somebody I'm not moving anytime soon.
No.
I just bought a house. Yeah. This is where my community is. This is where I live. So I need to find somebody that is geographically desirable to where I live.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to do a long distance like, oh, you live in Portland and we're just going to go back and forth. I'm not driving to Portland ever. Okay. Unless it's to go to IKEA. Yeah. And that sounds harsh and mean. And maybe I'll just be alone then, but I'm fine being alone then.
Yeah.
I'm not doing 4-hour drives. So anyway, it's just, I just have to, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still am hoping I just bump into somebody at Lowe's. That's my fantasy. But
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
But I'm not looking forward to this. I honestly hate the like banter you have to do on the dating apps, the back and forth. I'm already a bad texter. I'm horrible at it. The most successful texting I ever had, it was on a match.com, and I was at a friend's house. I was in my 20s at the time, maybe early 30s. And I was hanging out with kids that were younger than me. I say kids, they're like in their 20s.
Yeah.
And it was one of my friend's boyfriends, and I was like, oh, I'm on Match. And like, they were all used to the dating apps because, they were raised on it basically. And so her boyfriend takes my phone and is chatting with the guy back and forth on Match for me.
Oh, wow.
Doing an amazing job.
Okay.
Like, I'm like, you're amazing at this. And they were trying to teach me the ways of it. And at that time you had to use emojis and this, and there was a whole thing about like, if they write back this much verbiage, you can only write back that much verbiage. I'm like, that is too much gameplay for me.
Rules.
It's crazy. Oh. And it's like, it's just the weirdest thing. And then I remember I was talking to this one guy. This was like right before, this must have been 2018-ish maybe. And I don't know, he was okay. We were kind of going back and forth, and he asked me out once, and it was like, hey, I'm going to go to the movies right now. Do you want to go? And I was just like, that's not enough notice for me. Like, I need to, like, I'm all about like spontaneity. I'm not about being spontaneous. However, I'm about spontaneity when it's like, okay, like, hey, you want to go to the movies later today, blah, blah. Not 30 minutes.
Okay.
Not like an afterthought of like, oh, I don't want to go by myself. No, that's not fun. And I remember like, then he wanted to move to Snapchat. I'm like, we are in our 30s. We don't need to be on Snapchatting each other, but you're going to send me pictures of your junk. If that happens, I'm reporting you to the authorities. Okay. Like, I don't want that. I have never gotten a penis picture in my life, and I want to keep it that way. Okay.
Well, I feel like going into this world of dating apps, I think it's going to happen.
If I get a penis picture, first of all, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete it, but I'm going to have to act. I'll probably show you first, but then I'm deleting it. But or if I'm expected to send like pictures,
no. Okay. So this is why there's those boxes of like, what are you looking for? Right.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
No penis pictures.
It sounds hard.
It's so hard. It's so awful. And it's like, you have to just go in and do it. And I don't want to do any of it.
It doesn't sound that fun.
None of this. I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to, none of that. And I'm just going to practice.
I feel like maybe that's coming later. Like, you got to start getting active. Like, we got to have a game plan of like getting the pictures, getting your profile to where you feel like good about it.
Yeah.
And at that point, then maybe things will become a little bit more fun, because it seems like this part's not fun.
I'm going to stay begrudged. That's not a word, but that's what I'm going to use of that. I'm not going to like any of this. And I'm going to get my pictures and I'm put it out there and I'm going to talk to people a little bit and I'm going to let it die out.
Beth!
And then I'm going to try and do stuff in the real world. We're already making plans to go do events that other guys, like guys might be at. I'm planning on picking up golf again this year and just going and golf. Like that's my goal is to just like,
that's a good call. That might be a good college catch, whatever term you used.
A college catch?
No, the college divorce.
A college catch. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah, my college catch. That's, oh my gosh, I'm ridiculous. Okay. I do have to say that I think that the online dating will help with just like chatting with people.
Yeah.
And then I'll translate that into when I meet people in the real world and have to like text them and stuff maybe. Again, I'm going to give it a college try. Okay. I'm going to go out there, put my business out in the universe and see what happens. And if it doesn't happen, I don't care. Like that's the beauty of this. I'm not like in a place where I'm like, I'm not trying to have kids. I'm not trying to get married right now. I'm just trying to find somebody literally that can lift a shelf.
Maybe you need to hire somebody for that.
I've tried. I mean, I do, but they're very expensive. And I feel like I could pay somebody $175 an hour to come do crap. Or maybe I could just find some random online that I can like, here's a plate of lasagna. Can you also hang this picture for me?
Maybe you can make out and they can hang a shelf after.
I mean, maybe, but that also sounds awful at this point too. Like, I don't really want you in my space. I don't want you in my area. I know I'm not a candidate for online dating at this point. I'm more just like,
okay, that's okay.
I think
also you have a great life. Like,
I know they have to enhance it.
Yes,
it has to be an enhancement. Like me hanging out with you has to be better than me hanging out with my friends or by myself.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, let's be so for real. Like, I'm honestly though, I'm kind of excited. My cats both hate men and they're scared of them.
They'll be like a good test.
Yeah, because it's like there hasn't been a lot of dudes in the house. And when they are, they're like, they're like loud and whatever. My cat's like, absolutely not. Like they barely like when the girls are over. But that's going to be a huge test. Like if Fertelli would like actually come out of her hiding space.
It might take time though, Beth. You can't expect that right off the bat.
I'm not going to expect it off the bat, but within like 5 trips to the house, if she's not out, I'm like, you're gone.
Okay, well, what about me? Because Fertelli hides from me.
She comes out sometimes.
She does not. I have seen that cat like one time in this new house.
I can't help.
I'm just saying.
But we have history.
You cannot make her be the one to determine.
Absolutely.
You cannot base it on that.
Heck yeah, because guess what? Cat allergies, you're not even done. You better go get some shots and some Benadryl.
That's true. That in that case, but not her behavior towards them.
I mean,
she still terrifies me and I've known her the whole time you've had her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, she's a beautiful cat.
She's a great deterrent.
She's abusive.
To others, not to me. So we'll see.
And to you. I mean,
she
maybe
has
not
abused
as
me
much anymore.
She hasn't done anything wrong for years. Yeah, that's from when she was a baby. She didn't know better. She has not bitten or drawn blood for a few years now. She's wonderful.
Well, that's good. That is good. And that's progress.
It's progress. And again, so I'm putting myself out there. And also, I'm going to expect more from my friends. I'm going to just say it right now. I'm expecting more from my friends. Okay. I'm going to just really put it out there.
I am on it as much as I can.
Yeah. But it's hard.
It is. I also, the single people that I do know, I'm like,
not a fit.
I don't recommend probably.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Worst case scenario, I just turn the apps back off.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's going to be some content that is going to come out of this for your life. And I am here for that, for sure. And so are all of our listeners.
There we go. Love that for me.
And just the experience of just, what is this life? What's going on? Who is that?
I'll say this. I will say this. Years ago when I was on a dating app, this was probably 2015, I was on Match and I was talking to this guy and he was giving me some great music recommendations. And he got very angry with me though, because like I wasn't responding back fast enough to him. And I was like, dude, I was literally listening to the songs you just recommended. And then we unmatched. And I was like, okay, but I got some great like artists out of it. There we go.
There you go.
Silver lining, baby. Maybe I'll get,
What's wrong with him?
Psycho.
Hey, if you're enjoying this podcast and would like to support our show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost, so check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.